let's start with that defensive front. There's so much depth there. There's so much talent. They just seem to reload every season along that defensive line. What did you see today?
So they're going to be really good up front again. It's just going to be different, a different kind of good. It's going to go back to looking like it looked before we saw 2 all-time greats on the inside, or 3 all-time greats when you consider Chris Jenkins was in there before. I mean, we've come off the golden era.
They had Mozzie Smith the season before. It's been a great run.
We've come off the golden era for defensive tackle play in Michigan history.
Absolutely.
Never seen anything like it, right? So you get used to having these beastly defensive guys on the interior that can't be blocked. It won't be like that. It'll be different. I'll explain that coming up. But on the outside, I mean, remember before that, we were talking Aiden Hutchinson, Dave Ajabo, Kwity Paye, Josh Uche, right? We were talking about guys coming off the edge, getting that heat. That's what it's about. Now you're about to revert.
Their strength is on.
You're about to revert to that where TJ Guy had an outstanding spring, where guys were talking about, hey man, this guy is looking like he's going to be an all-league player. They're talking about Derek Moore like he's going to be All-American. Well, the guy that flashed off the edge today was Dom Nichols.
And they've been talking about him all spring.
Yeah, Dom Nichols. They were saying last year you could line up Dom Nichols. He could go rush the passer right now. That's rushing the passer wasn't the thing. The spring for Dom Nichols, the offseason for Dom Nichols was, how much had he progressed against the run? I mean, I think he drew 2 holding calls today. I know he drew at least 1 holding call on a run play.
Yeah.
So that to me was encouraging because that's what they want to see. But rushing the passer, and he had a sack today. So that was good. Cam Brandt is a guy who we saw flash last year. Another guy coming off the edge. Behind those 2, you can still come in there with a guy like Jayshawn Barham, who quietly, some of those guys say, hey, I don't even know if I should say this, but some of them say when he lines up at the edge, he's the best guy. Right? So you got that. Lugard Ekpoye had a sack today. I mean, you got guys at edge that you can roll in and they could just get after it to get after the quarterback. So that to me is where their pressure is going to come from, Josh.